worry about the hardware. So ignore what I was talking about Revolution earlier. We're just running it back.
Running it all back.
Yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Thank you for your patience.
Alright, right into it. Those are going to be just like they were earlier.
That's what I'm talking about. You got the magic touch. Come on, check that crowd.
Before the short break, both are television up until the first stop. We'll see how it works this time around. Again, both are in fact going up. No change there.
Just got a little extra warm up on this one, that's all.
Both are they know this song. Neither one of them is struggling. But that being said, both are moving up by one. This is literally anyone's game. This is another nail biter. And another one.
You're on fire.
SnowStorm, super strong showing.
Very clean.
Barely a minute.
And if he keeps it that clean, it's no problem.
That gap was very small, but SnowStorm's big score is not getting any. Oh, that's
Wow.
good, but it's not enough. Not enough.
Wow.
Super strong.
90x dip.
Getting a break is struggling. But you know, 35 perfects to 43 perfects, that's
Still,
really
yeah.
tight either way. That's anyone's game. So it's like, you know,
We've been seeing a lot of matches like that where, yeah, maybe one player will pick up a great, a good, a miss, what have you, but it might have better, perfect count overall.
yep, and the way that the format for the tournament is, you know, it doesn't matter if you get great, if you get good, if you get misses. As long as your DX score at the end of the day is better, that's all that matters. And it seems like the next pick is PARANOiA Revolution difficult. This turn's actually pretty tricky. I know it took a few people to kind of PSP it. It's going to come down to how well you know the chart, how well you know the thing. Even the ending is very tricky. The end was like a neutral left right throw. With that being said, so far, both are too strong. It looks like a repeat of last song. Even both pairs getting grades at almost the exact same time. It was tied for a split moment right there.
I feel like all the little jumps in this chart could really exhaust you.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
They're everywhere.
This part's actually a little tricky because the blue notes, they're eighth notes, which is like slightly off key. I know a lot of people try to use the step on the breeze. But either way, both pairs, they're not struggling at all. They're just hitting the arrows at 50 notes. Still super tight, but SnowStorm does have the lead, and it's getting bigger and bigger. Almost like 20, 25 PS at this point, and we're running out of songs. We're getting into the fell section right here. Well, fell is part of the PSP. That's what people know. Alright, language right here. And here's what Valkyrie to mention. You know, 31 EX to cover. It's still doable. People often rush drills, so you never know. But not SnowStorm. SnowStorm
Keeping it clean.
Drill, no issues right there.
Wow.
Holds it with
Big
36
EX gap.
EX difference, I believe. If my math is right, but
Still amazing score by 2DKaps.
oh yeah, of course. I mean, 2DKaps' showing has been amazing.
Yeah, and just playing back to back
In all
the way he
matches,
has,
This
yeah.
is his fourth match.
That in and of itself is kind of a stamina battle.
Yeah, so he might be starting to feel it at this point. But he still has,
I would be.
He still has some stuff to play 2 more matches.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's fine.
The pools
That's
are
totally
indeed
fine.
round robin, so they need, every player does play every other player. This is indeed match, and we are going with roppongi ver.D, which is.
I don't even know what that is.
So this is the one that most people don't like, because you have to read it on a completely different speed mod than the other 3, because it has a 340 BPM speed up in the middle. I know a lot of people will opt to use sudden plus. Well, sudden plus the entirety of the song except for the speed up. And 2DKaps does exactly that. So start off the song with sudden plus, take it off during the speed up. Regardless of whose pick this is, 2DKaps is in the lead. Holding on to a strong PSC. 2DKaps is definitely a really strong player. He always starts every song with a strong PSC. Only picks up a few grades at the end of it. And here comes the speed of
Oh, that's what I was worried about.
A little bit, trying to remove sudden plus.
I didn't want to speak it into fruition, but I know we saw that earlier, and I'm like,
actually, what I remember is the strat is people actually only turn on sudden plus after the slowdown because trying to get rid of it early is hard. But even with like those couple misses, 2DKaps only
still,
9 EX
yeah.
With T-Swift holding on to a strong full combo.
Song's not over yet.
That song's definitely not over yet. The ending run is like just getting people have to quick hold it together.
Wow.
And like the gap is actually getting smaller and smaller. So far, T-Swift is still holding on to the lead. Oh, I say that, but no, 2DKaps actually taking the lead.
Wow.
He takes it at the end.
Wow.
The end run was make or break it.
A little happy dance from 2DKaps.
2DKaps does it. They're both tied with perfect counters. Like their MA is probably they're probably pretty close.
Love Step Machine.
Do they?
I don't know who everybody is, but everybody loves Step Machine.
I'm definitely in the camp of
I hate it. I'm not into it, but apparently it's the tournament pick,
but
right?
It's a great tournament.
Yeah, right.
It's like for a tournament, it's amazing. It's like it's got syncopated rhythm, it's got technical patterns. It's like if you're good at rhythm, this is your turn. And I know 2DKaps played this earlier, and he did really well. But that being said, he almost lost to Mr. Guy earlier. Now, so we'll see if like it'll still be that close this time, or has he learned?
We'll see if T-Swift is the real Step Machine.
Exactly.
A machine for stepping. Keeping it pretty clean.
They're pretty close. T-Swift does have the lead, but it's never so slight. And like we said last time, there's balls that need to cover, there's crossers that people need to execute. So a lot of songs left, a lot of opportunities for things to go either way. I believe 2DKaps up by 5 ES.
I feel like his MA seems a little bit stronger this time around.
points favor T-Swift. Here comes the 12.
Our favorite.
But positive, T-Swift does pick up a couple of grades.
Wow.
2DKaps actually holding up some really strong marbles. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so. I think T-Swift was able to hold on to that lead. Yep. And not that much song left. And that's it. T-Swift does achieve it.
Nice.
With
20 EX.
20 EX.
Nice work.
That was good. It was indeed the step machine in that round.
2DKaps is probably like, I'm never playing this song again.
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right, welcome back to some radio commentary. There's no capture card, unfortunately, because there's been some troubles. We're gonna get it swapped out, you know, as soon as we can.
We're doing this War of the Worlds style. Orson Welles up in this.
But either way, we're playing Max 300 DSP.
T-Swift versus 2DKaps.
T-Swift versus 2DKaps, both of the players, you know, holding on to their PFC at the moment. It's gonna come down to how well do people know the song, how well can they do the stops. Currently, it is really, really neck and neck. T-Swift has a lead by about like 3 EX, but both are holding their PFC strong. All right, it's getting into the part that's right before the stop, the little rhythmic section. T-Swift is up by about 10 EX. 2DKaps just picked up his first grade though. And we are into the stop. It's a 15 EX difference in favor of T-Swift. T-Swift makes it out with the 50, but 2DKaps also nails it. Does not drop it because it's a perfect.
T-Swift is not picking up that many perfects.
No, he's not. Oh, but he does pick
until
up,
a grade.
He
Until I
does pick
say
up
something.
his first 2 grades right back to back. 2DKaps actually is about 30 EX behind. They're running out of song now into the, you know, what would be the Jacks in the ESP, but, you know, T-Swift takes it with 40 EX, with a 40 EX lead. It's 30 perfects to 63 and 4 greats versus 5. So, the great count pretty close, with the perfect count a little bit was wide enough for T-Swift to take the lead.
Y'all ever do the Max 300 birthday challenge?
I have not. Can you enlighten me and chat with what the Max 300 birthday challenge is?
This might just be an Ohio thing. I don't know. It's when you play Max 300 on your birthday for the number of years you're turning.
Ah, I am aware of it.
It's not cute. It's not a good time. I've
Yeah.
never done it. I don't recommend it, but
I have seen people post about it, and they just have pages and pages of Max 300.
like, is this just an Ohio DDR meme? It might be. I don't know. If you ever want to practice Max 300, just do it on your birthday. Tag Underground. We love Tag. Shout out Tag.
So SnowStorm had a really great showing with this earlier. His current best is 997, but Gabby Jay's definitely no slouch. He's got a 979, so he's at least good at it. It's gonna come down to, does he know the stops? Does he know, or does he know the speed up? How well can he adapt to, you know, new machine? And we're off. Nothing too special right now. Both players holding their PFCs. So the song's still sort of building up before it starts, you know, starts picking up near the end. Into the down section, both players are still, they were holding
Gabby
their PFC,
Jay
but Gabby Jay
picked
does indeed pick up a great. But EX score differential wise, it's actually very close. I can't even tell who's winning. But the super fast speed up is coming up. SnowStorm already showed that he knows it, but does Gabby Jay?
Ooh, NG.
Gabby Jay ends up dropping a hold of
It's
picks up the note after. So maybe not the worst, but that being said, SnowStorm is still holding on to the PFC into the freezes. SnowStorm's actually only up by 6. That's actually not that big of a gap. SnowStorm also picking up a couple of perfects in the reset. So there's still about a good like 20-30% of stock left into the drill. Both players still holding. Well, SnowStorm holding the PFC. Neither player really having any trouble with the 8th note section. The syncopation is still also pretty good. Both players both getting PFCs. But Gabby Jay picks up a miss, and I think that's going to seal it.
I think SnowStorm is probably clean enough on that to take.
Yeah, I think that actually that was actually SnowStorm's best. He actually ends up PFCing it with 35 PFC. He previously only had a 997.
Gabby Jay not far off, but
and
even picking up a couple random things there.
Yeah, even compared to his previous game score, he was up. So I forget if he beat it earlier, but even then he
but we did it now.
That. Exactly. And looking at Gabby Jay's reaction after the song was over, he threw up his hand, which I think implies that might have been Gabby Jay's pick. So I don't know. So
and if it wasn't, he was probably at least expecting to do better than maybe he did. So
yep.
At least that's how I would react.
Yep. And now we're going into Better Than Me. Looks like we are playing the 15. Yep. Gabby Jay has no score on it, while SnowStorm actually has a 1 great full combo.
We'll see how it shakes out.
So, I mean, SnowStorm is probably very familiar with the chart, and I'm led to believe that this is actually even his song pick. So, Gabby Jay seems to be as back as he was, working out for him. Currently, but that being said, Gabby Jay is actually up by, a couple like 5 PX. Both are still holding a strong PFC, no issues there. Both players double stepping out of that section. SnowStorm actually does in fact take the lead, but it's super close. It could be anyone's game. SnowStorm does pick up a grape. Gabby Jay still holding onto that strong PFC.
Gabby Jay got a great, couple greats actually.
Yep, Gabby Jay got a couple of greats, and I think that's shifting the EX score difference in the SnowStorm's favor. Yeah, currently SnowStorm is actually up by 14 EX. It's pretty significant, but we're into the Gallop section. Easy to pick up really like straight perfect if you're not clean with it. SnowStorm's like really clean. He's getting a couple straight perfects, but it's not that lot. Oh, both players nailing the jump section. And the song's running out. SnowStorm might be SnowStorm's song. He's up by about 18, and the song's over, and he ends it with a 16 EX lead. That's a 2-0 for SnowStorm. I believe he's at 2-0 in his pool.
Gabby Jay got 2.
Yeah, Gabby Jay with 2 greats. So I think there's 2 more matches. Both T-Swift and SnowStorm are 1-1. Is that right? SnowStorm's played 2 matches. Oh no, they're both 2-0, I should say. Yeah. So this is a match for.
This will be one to watch. More tag.
Yeah, more tag. We love these tags. We are starting with Chronos Walk with You mix. It's gonna come down to, do people know the slowdowns in this song? Can they do the crossovers at the end? We're playing the 14. It's super tight. Both players, starting off really strong. This song is really nice where, kind of gets you into the groove a little bit.
Yep.
And then right when you're getting comfortable, it hits you with the slowdown. Right now, currently going to the slowdown, SnowStorm actually only up by 1 EX. Both players still PFC. So they both clearly know it. Coming out of the slowdown, no issues. SnowStorm still up by only 1 EX. Literally anyone's match. He's still picking up a couple perfects, but it's no SnowStorm.
T-Swift is keeping it pretty clean.
Yep, both players clearly familiar with the chart. Still holding on to the PFC, even 330 combo in. But that's going into the second slowdown. The gap is getting slightly wider in SnowStorm's favor. But both players still holding their strong PFC. Will we see another double PFC?
Oh my gosh. I hope.
Coming out of that second slowdown with the 12, still holding on to the
It's
PFC.
looking nice.
I think it's gonna come down to will they be able to hit that last crossover on screen with like enough accuracy to not make sure that the XTX goes in their opponent's favor. It's still only like
Oh man.
8 EX. If
Oh,
that,
man.
it's super hard to tell. All right, into the 12s and into the final crossover run. Both players
Wow.
PFC it.
Wow.
Dual PFC.
Yep, nice.
Who takes it? SnowStorm takes it with 8 EX.
That's crazy.
It's 41 perfects
That's
to
crazy.
33 perfects. Dual PFC.
Such a strong play from both players.
Damn,
That's
such
wild.
a strong showing. That must be.
Yeah, imagine PFCing something in a tournament and you look over and like your opponent has a better PFC.
Dude,
That's a better one, right? Like
That's gotta rattle T-Swift, but you just gotta shake it off.
sorry, I got distracted.
Yeah.
There's some other pool in this tournament.
Even
The crowd's
though,
getting hyped.
even though T-Swift PFC'd that chart and didn't win, he's gotta shake it off and
Still move forward.
yep.
Xepher A.
Yep, it looks like we are having another showing of Xepher.
Man.
T-Swift seems to have a 998 on
That's
it,
impressive.
which is obviously really good. Let's see if we can recreate it in tournament. SnowStorm didn't seem to have a score on it, but he definitely knows the song. With that being said, he does pick up an early good, and T-Swift does pick up a couple greats actually. So it's like if either player wants to win, they gotta make sure they're tightened up a little bit and make sure.
I feel like the song is so dense. There's just so many places to potentially pick stuff up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Going into the long three, T-Swift is actually up by about 7 PX. It's like quite significant, especially right off the bat. Going into the whole jack of Xepher. Both players doing pretty well. I think T-Swift picked up a couple of perfects, but I want to say SnowStorm didn't even pick up any, but he picked up a couple of goods afterwards. I think, now I'm looking at it a little bit closer, T-Swift is a little bit ahead, breaking into that 1000 EX barrier a little bit quicker than SnowStorm is, but it's super close. I think it was down to about 6 EX. Oh, but he's also picking up a couple of grades, so this is gonna come down to the very ending. The ending is pretty dense with arrows, so they gotta make sure they're on point to make sure that they don't give us the lead to their opponent. And here it is, right here. And into the final threes. SnowStorm's up by 3.
Wow.
And he closes it out. He wins with
No problem.
2 EX. Yep.
Wow.
And
How close.
it was 81 perfects to 84 perfects. Same marvelous count. This was a nail biter. It was T-Swift in the lead for most of it, but that ending was probably just a little bit too much.
And every time that T-Swift would pick up a grade or something, the MA would almost get, it was almost like he wasn't at all discouraged. He was almost hitting the MA harder, like
Exactly,
after, like,
exactly.
oh, dang, like, all right.
Yeah, you just gotta know
Not
that
letting it get discouraged.
it's one of those things where like you've got the grades, you gotta pick it up elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta make sure you like zone in,
Don't let it throw you off. Just keep hitting
keep
it.
it going. Yeah. And with that, I think SnowStorm is actually 3-0 in his pool, which guarantees that he makes it out. With that being said, we're still gonna have our final match, which is between 2DKaps and Gabby Jay. Let's take a look at what their picks are. Ooh, we got some. Look at this commentary doesn't see the screen, so we're okay to divulge a little extra information. It looks like the draw for this match is Bang Pad and Osaka A.
What a weird combination of songs.
I don't know if it's the Osaka A for 15 or I believe there's a 13 as well. I think both are eligible for the pool. But we will find out. I don't know whose pick is whose. If I were to just guess, I think 2DKaps is probably Bangpad. Just because he seems to be pretty good at like step machine and all of that. And I feel like it feels like it follows that kind
Bangpad
of
is
vibe.
like Step Machine's cousin.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of fits the vibe. But
Step Machine's like more attractive cousin.
I mean, I'm comparing both of these players' scores, and I mean, 2DKaps has a 997 full combo, but I mean, Gabby Jay is no slouch. She's got a 989 full combo. So I don't know. I still lean on the 2DKaps pick, but well, we will find out. They're going right into it. So far, 60 notes have passed. Both players holding onto their PFCs. No issues there. 2DKaps does have a very, very slight lead. I think it's about only 3 excellence.
I think you might be right about this being his pick.
I think so. But in a way, it's hard to say because both players are holding onto the PFC. Gabby Jay actually holding onto what says a 20 EX above his personal best. So with that being said, 2DKaps does pick up a grade. Gabby Jay's still holding on to that PFC. And the lead, actually. The lead has not shifted to Gabby Jay's favor for 2DKaps opted to actually do all the crossovers in the chart, but Gabby Jay double stepping. I don't know if the double steps are going to cost him, or the crossover are going to cost 2DKaps. Gabby Jay is actually about 9 EX in the lead now. The gap is just getting wider and wider. And if this is 2DKaps pick, then he's gonna have his back against the wall, playing against the soccer.
The rhythms are just totally changing throughout the song.
Yep. This is the part where they got the 12s into the crossover. Very, very step machine like.
Yep.
Gabby Jay does pick up a great. But he's still. Oh, and another good. Ooh, is that enough to cover the gap though? I don't think so. 2DKaps is actually only about 6 EX behind.
Wow.
No, 10 EX behind.
Wow.
And both players and the PFC again, 2DKaps with the full great combo. Gabby Jay with a good full combo. But the lead does go to Gabby Jay by 14 excellence. That run super close. They're only away by like, 140 points? That's like not even that's like a third of a grade.
A third of a grade.
Yeah.
If you split a grade into 3 pieces,
that was how close it was.
I eat grapes for breakfast, frankly. So that's actually how I do it. 3 pieces.
And it looks like it is the difficult chart for Osaka type 1. For whatever reason, the Osakas have a different naming scheme. You know, we got the Roppongi ABCDs, we got the New York ABCs, we got the London ABCs, and then we got the Osaka type 1, 2, 3s.
ABC just wasn't gonna work for Osaka for some reason.
Clearly.
It wasn't gonna work.
I guess Osaka
We had to change it up.
they don't like their numbers. Or they don't like their letters, sorry.
I can't believe this is a Naoki song. Forget that. What? Sorry, what?
2DKaps actually has no score listed on his card. So Gabby Jay with a 987. Ooh. 2DKaps starting off with 2 grades on the first 2 notes. But we don't know. This could go either way. 2DKaps does seem to know about the gradual speed up, so it's not a complete sight reading. And even that being said, 2DKaps is actually up by... No, Gabby Jay's up by 1 EX. It's anyone's game.
Man.
It's like saying the EX at this point actually probably doesn't matter. But,
2DKaps picked up, I don't know, good and a couple grades, I believe.
Yeah, I think that has started to
Some
shift it in Gabby Jay's favor. It's getting wider and wider. It's actually already at about 15 EX of a difference. But that being said, 2DKaps' MA is actually holding up pretty well. He's actually tightening the gap a little bit. There's still plenty of songs left. Actually, if people have played the song before, the sync is all over the place.
Well, yeah, and the BPM change is just not gonna help.
And
Trying to keep up with that is
it's actually, the gap has actually gone down to about only 6 EX. So, I mean, even though it might have like 2DKaps might have not known the chart earlier on, I'm pretty sure he does. Even these speed ups he's hitting, he actually hasn't missed a note the whole song. And if I'm looking at the EX scores, it's actually neck and neck. Now I can't even tell who's winning. 2DKaps again opting to do all the crossovers. Oh, 2DKaps actually takes it. Wow, he had his back against the wall that whole song, and then right at the end, he clawed his way back.
His marvelous attack really like improved towards the end of the song.
2DKaps takes it by 5
as it was speeding up.
And I guess that means it goes to the tiebreaker. I'm assuming they won each other's picks.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Wild if true.
Yep. We are doing the card draw right now to figure out what the next song will be. And it is New Gravity, the CSP chart. This one's going to be an MA battle for sure. The chart does not do too much. It's pretty straightforward. It's got 8 notes. It's got a couple like triples. Not rhythmically complex. This is going to come down to who can keep it together. Who is going to not get caught up in their head? Gabby Jay with the 997. 2DKaps only has a 972 right now, but you know, with the way that
doesn't mean anything.
That's what I'm saying. With the way that he's playing, there's no way that's accurate.
Yeah.
Right. I expect both players to have both players they're not gonna struggle with the song at all. It's gonna come down to it's gonna be an MA battle. That's it. And here we go. Interesting, both players start with the perfect, so no harm, no foul. Starting off on an equal footing.
What a bob.
Oh, it's so good. This song is so good. All right, 100 arrows in, both players holding a super strong PFC. Gabby Jay up by only 4 EX. Is that right? About 4, maybe like 8, I don't know. It's pretty close, it's hard to tell. But he is up on his personal best by 10 EX. So he's he really wants this win. Oh, but I say that he picks up a grade.
2DKaps is holding on to that PFC.
Yep.
He's playing real clean.
He's doing the same thing in Osaka where he's like dialing in that MA to make sure he's not getting any unnecessary perfect things that shouldn't happen. And paying off, he's actually the lead has switched to favor 2DKaps by about 3 EX. But it's
Wow.
at this point, like it's still I can't tell. And we're about to just go into the outro of the song. There's no more 60s left, just straight 8th notes. And
Wow.
2DX
Wow. You're kidding.
does
You're
PFC
kidding.
it
You're kidding. You're kidding.
with 53 perfects. But
That's
Gabby
wild.
Jay still takes
Takes it with the EX by 2.
by 2 EX.
2DKaps still needs to be super proud of that pip. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, this is what we're talking about, where you're getting PFCs, but it's not enough. Like,
Exactly, right?
Crazy.
And what are you gonna do? You just gotta hit fewer.
get a better PFC.
Yeah.
I guess.
Just get more Marvelous in your head.
Crazy.
All right, so we're gonna try to get set up for the next match, and maybe we'll try to take care of these technical issues. Stick around, and yeah, we'll see you in a bit.